Last time I was here on the video report, it was last Sunday. Boy, have things gone downhill since then. Two constants here at the site since last Sunday. I've been losing, and Chris Jordan keeps on winning. I'm starting to get jealous of the guy. I think I'm going to put on sunglasses and shave my head. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's the key. I mean, my God, you couldn't be polar opposites any more than me and Chris. But listen, God bless him. I'm glad he's winning. I think I'm going to start buying his picks myself. Needless to say, he is the featured discounted play today because why the hell not? He's going for winning day number 18 out of 24 today. Since Thanksgiving Day, $1 bettors have only made a little over $17,000. And today, he has your triple your wager 3,000-star NFL Game of the Year part number 2. Now, a week ago today, he had part number 1, and he said he had a 3-touchdown route. And he gave in New Orleans, which won by 4 touchdowns against L.A. And it was the half-price play of the day. Well, today he says he has another 3-touchdown route. Are you going to doubt him? I'm not. I made him the half-price play of the day again because, FYI, he's 15-6-1 with 3,000-star plays in his 34 years as a handicapper. And again, you know, I've known him a hell of a lot longer than the 15 years that these sites have been around. I knew him back in the days when I was in the 900 telephone business, long before I took that industry online. And he's 4-0 with these NFL triple your wager plays in that 34-year period. And this play is bigger than his 2,000-star double your wager winner on Wyoming covering against San Diego State that you got for half price yesterday. This play is bigger than his raise the bar 1,500-star winner on Washington in the Pac-12 championship round of Colorado on Friday. Bottom line, again, 17 grand, $1 bettors have won since Thanksgiving. You get it for half price simply by using coupon code. Are you ready? It's difficult. HALF. HALF. Listen, there's a lot of other discounts and a lot of other coupons. They're all on the homepage, but do any of them matter when this guy is so hot? Yeah, let's move on to the free plays. Free plays, let's see. I took a split with them yesterday. I was so right on Penn State, which I told you was my second best play on the board, and it would have been my best bet if I knew for 100% if the running back Barkley was 100% healthy, and then I took a split because I lost with my play on Navy. Geez, should have used Penn State probably instead of watching Clemson get backdoored by Virginia Tech. Thanks, Hokies, for that touchdown with, a minute 50 to go in that damn game last night, screwing my cover. Anyway, with the complimentary plays in the NFL so far this season, I am 30-14-3. 30-14-3. First play today, the more I thought about this game as the week went on, why not lay the 13.5, 14 points with New England? I think taking the Patriots coming off a lackluster performance at the New York Jets last week, a team that, let's face it, has owned them point spread-wise, covering 6 of the last 7 in the series, is a pretty damn good play. And really, what have the Rams done? 2 weeks ago at home in Goff's NFL debut, they had a 10-0 lead in the fourth quarter, and they allowed the Miami Dolphins to rally for a 14-10 win. Had under 250 total yards, I think, of total offense in that contest, right? And Goff wasn't anything special in his debut in that one, 17 for 31, 134 yards, and the Rams were 2 for 13 on third downs. Now, they go to New Orleans last week, and on the surface, you hear, hey, Goff had 3 touchdown passes. Okay, he had 3 touchdown passes. He was going against the number 29 pass defense in the league, that being New Orleans. And the Rams still lost that game 49-21, because in that game, I'm just looking here, what did they have? Total yards in that game, I think they had 247. And they gave up 555. Goff didn't do anything more in that contest either because they were 2 for 10 on third downs. That percentage, the past 2 games that he started, it's even worse than their third down conversion percentage that they had when Case Keenum was quarterback. Remember, they have no ground game. Todd Gurley is a rookie last year, phenomenal. This year, he's just another guy averaging under 3.5 yards a carry. I think the Patriots, even though they won't have Gronkowski, have so many weapons. They're back at home. Tom Brady had an okay game. Listen, he rallied them to the win against the Jets last week, but I just think this is one of those games that's going to be a big-time blowout. I mean, to me, this is one of those games where the Patriots may win by 3 touchdowns easily, more, and cover in a wire-to-wire route. So, again, I'm going to go with them in this spot here today, and that's going to be your first of the complimentary plays. Let's see, your next complimentary play. I was thinking of going with Denver today, FYI. I'm not going with them, but in case you're not aware of it, Trevor Siemian is not going to play today. So Paxton Lynch is going to be starting for the Broncos. So even though the Jacksonville Jaguars have lost 6 straight games, I am definitely not touching them in that contest. Arizona and Washington. Washington, Jordan Reed, their leading pass catcher, the tight end, is going to be out today because of a shoulder injury. So Vernon Davis, who's played well, is going to see a lot of action, obviously, today. The more I look at this game, how does it not go over? Even though Washington has been lousy in the red zone, hurt him against Dallas on Thanksgiving, Arizona is a must-win situation. I'm looking at this total sitting right around 50 points, and I think that this is a game that definitely goes over the posted price. This Arizona defense isn't any good. They gave up 38 points at Atlanta last week. We know the Washington offense can certainly put points on the board, even though they have struggled in the red zone this season. I don't think the secondary of Arizona has played that well, and I think Kirk Cousins, coming off a 41 for 53, 449 yard, 3-touchdown performance against Dallas that was preceded by a 275-yard, 3-touchdown performance against Green Bay, can certainly crank it up against Arizona. And the Cardinals' pass rush has been pretty much non-existent here for weeks. Meanwhile, I think that David Johnson will have a big game against a Washington run and pass defense that is deficient, as we've seen all season long. So I think that this game being right around 50, this is not an unreasonable number for these teams to both get into the high 20s. And I think I like the over in that particular contest. So I'm going to go with the over in Arizona and Washington. So that's going to be your second complimentary play. Your next complimentary selection, I also think the over is the play in New Orleans and Detroit. Listen, New Orleans hasn't been able to stop anybody in terms of giving up points. They gave up 21 points to the Rams last week. Detroit, the Lions, if the Rams can put 21 points up with a rookie quarterback, I think Matthew Stafford should be able to do some damage against this Saints secondary like everybody else has. At the same time, I think Drew Brees, who's coming off a nice performance against the Rams with 310 yards and 4 touchdowns, will be able to do the job as well. Remember, Saints are averaging a little over 33 points a game at home this season. So at one point, I thought New Orleans was going to be the play, but so did everybody else in the world, and bet this game up to, 7 points when it opened the week at around 5. So instead of messing around with the side, I'd rather go ahead and take the game to go over the posted price. And right now, just looking at the latest total, this one is sitting 52.5, 53 points in this one. So again, I'm going to go with the over. Saints have gone over the total in 10 of their last 12 at home. I do think New Orleans wins this game. I think New Orleans is a great team to tease. I think today is going to be one of those days, though, however, where Detroit, who is a perfect 11-0, the straight-up winner in Detroit's games covering the spread, I think that comes to an end. I do think the Lions will stick close enough to get the cover in this contest. But again, why mess around with the side? I'd much rather just go ahead and play this game to go over the posted price. In terms of any of the other games here on the board, as the week has gone by, I just can't say that I'm really in love with that many of the contests. I think the Pittsburgh-New York Giants game is damn tough to pick. If you had to force me into a kind of pick there, I'd probably lean a little more toward the Steelers in that one. Seattle-Carolina, the Sunday night game, another very difficult game. I'd probably lean toward taking the Panthers plus the points after Seattle laid the egg last week at Tampa, losing 14-5, Atlanta and Kansas City. Yeah, I'd lean toward the Falcons, but so is everybody else in that contest, looking at where the line has moved. But again, as I noted on this week's Countdown to Kickoff show, the Falcons 4-12, their last 16 laying points. Even though Kansas City's coming off that overtime win at Denver, I'm still not a believer in the Chiefs, and I'm not putting any faith in any of these other teams here today. Just not a lot of fun games that I'm not interested in on the board. I had one play today. It's my best bet on the board. It's my cheap chalk. It's the only game that I'm playing today, and that's it. It was even hard to come up with some really satisfactory free plays, thus the 2 totals that I'm giving you. So again, I like Washington, Arizona over, really like that New Orleans game to go over the total as well, and your lone side selection in terms of complimentary plays, I'm going to go with the Patriots, minus the 2 touchdowns at home as well. That'll do it, guys. I wish you well, and I'll talk to you again on Monday when we do this one more time. Good luck, everybody.